Yoga Sutra. First of all, this is nothing but psychology, human psychology. The classical way of understanding about the human being. At the end of the day, what we want in our life is happiness. Nobody wants to feel bad, right? So, Sage Patanjali has given us a tremendous text called Yoga Sutra. It has 195 sutras. It is divided into 4 padas: Samadhi pada, Sadhana pada, Vibhuti pada, Kaivalya pada. Today we are going to see Samadhi pada. Before I go through the Yoga Sutra, it is for us to live a peaceful life. Though it is useful for NET exam or QCA exam, but the ultimate purpose is to know about ourselves. So in the Samadhi Pada, the first sutra says, Atha Yoganusasanam. Atha. A is the word in all language we can see, right? A denotes the Supreme Brahman, the Ishvara Purusha, the Divine, the God, any name what we want to give. Going towards the Brahman, Atha means to go towards the Brahman. Yoga means, there are 2 meanings. Yoga means link and also de-link. You see, link, suppose I have to go to the office. I have to de-link my current link in my house, right? I am now in my house. So I have to de-link my presence in the house and I have to link with the office. Same way, right? Same way, yoga is 2 meaning. The first meaning is linking, but that linking can happen only through de-linking. We will go through slowly. Anushasana. Shasana means a text which has to be followed, an authenticated text. Anushasana also means Anubhava Shasana. It's an experiential. So this is the sutras were given by the Patanjali to his Sishyas. Right? So it can be only direct communion with the Sishyas. It's not by books. Yoga is not by books. So Atha Yoga Anushasana means we are using the spiritual text, which is just nothing but the experiential knowledge of Patanjali. We are going to link with the divine. Before going through the Yoga Sutra, let us see, first we have to understand that the Sishyas who were present in front of Patanjali were all educated. They are aware of so many things. The moment we say Klesha, they will understand. Right? Because these books were written 2500 years back. So the Sishyas were aware of so many texts and so many words. But we are all new, right? So before, the Sankhya philosophy was before the darshan called Yoga Sutra. So there are Sat Darshana The Sankhya Darshana is before the Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra completely takes the input from Sankhya, entire philosophy, excepting small modifications. So this is Sankhya philosophy. Let me explain how the whole world was created. Right? This Purusha and other 24 entities are there, totally 25. This is how the whole world was created. I am going to chant the third Karika. Moola Prakrti Avikriti Mahat Adayaga Prakrti Vikritayaga Mahat Adayaga Prakrti Vikritayaga Sapta Sodasa Kastu Vikaraha Na Prakriti Na Vikriti Purusha This is the whole evolution. The Purusha was not created by anyone and it doesn't create anything. This is the basic fundamental. Then this is separate from the 24 Tattvas. What are 24 Tattvas? Very simple. Prakrti is one, Mahat is second, Ahamkar is third. From the Ahamkar, Manas is one. Actually, the Indriyas are 11. If you ask me, Indriyas are only one, the Manas. Manas is having the Karmendriya and Jnanendriya. So these are all the gross, this is subtle. So this is 11, right? Tanmatra, Panchabhuta. What is Tanmatra and what is Panchabhuta? See here, Tanmatra has created the Bhutas. This is the important understanding which we all need to have. Sabda, Akasha, Sparsha, Vayu, Rupa, Tejas. Rupa, Tejas. Rasa, Apa, Gandha, Prithvi. The first one, whatever I said, is Tanmatra. Sabda, Sparsha, Sabda, Akasha, Sparsha, Vayu. Sabdam has created the Bhuta called, right? Sabdam has created the Akash. So the Tanmatras are nothing but the subtle element of the Mahabhutas. Panchabhuta we know, right? That is what I explained right now. So these are all 10, 11 Indriyas. Manas is a subtle Indriya, so 11 plus 10, 21, Ahamkar 22, Mahat 23, Prakrti 24. Why am I explaining is, in Yoga Sutra, we get to know all these things. Patanjali says, Prakrti is Alinga, Mahat means Linga. Then he says, Visesha, Avisesha. He has divided all these 24 Tattvas into 4. Alinga, Linga, Avisesha. Avisesha means non-specific. Visesha means specific, which we are able to see, right? We are able to feel the Jnanendriya, we are able to feel the Karmendriya, we are able to see the Mahabhutas, we are able to, still Manas is also we are able to see it, feel it. So these 16 elements are called Visesha, as per Patanjali. So he has taken the entire evolution process given by the Kapila Muni as the basis for the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Right? So, most important here is, how the whole evolution has happened. Prakrti was there, Purusha was there. No one has created the Prakrti or the Purusha. This is called Moola Prakrti. Patanjali says as Pradhana. In certain sutras, he says as Pradhana. So the Purusha and Prakrti were existing. Right? You see here, the Prakrti is called Avyaktam, unmanifested. It was not manifested. You want to know how? For example, this is the whiteboard. If I write everything in white color, will you be able to see it? Yeah, the words can be there, but you cannot see it. That is called Prakriti, Avyaktam. Right? The Avyaktam means it was not manifested, where there are three gunas, most important. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. In yoga, the three gunas is the basis. So these three gunas were at Samya Avastha, equilibrium. Equilibrium means the Prakriti was there, Purusha was there, the whole world was not there. No human being. No human being. But the Purusha sees the Prakriti like a sun shine, the sun's rays are going into the moon and we see moon as so glowing. Right? But moon cannot glow. Same way, the Purusha's presence is always there in all the 24 tattvas, but we cannot see. For an example, we can take a photograph, right? Can I say by seeing the photograph, can I say that there is, I have to ask, where is the camera? I don't relate, because I don't see the camera in the photograph. Same way, though the Purusha is responsible for all the creation, evolution, we cannot see him. His presence is there. Without his presence, we are no more. Even the entire yoga philosophy says the Purusha's existence, the consciousness, is the only reason for which we are able to see, we are able to look at, hear, we are able to smell. Otherwise, I am a dead body. So the Purusha, for me, for you, for someone else, are different. Purusha Bhagatvam. Sankhya philosophy clearly says Purusha is not same. So the Purusha, without his presence, nothing can work. Because of his presence, because in Yoga Sutra we say these are all achetanam. So because of the presence of the Purusha, that is Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas, which was in a Samya Avastha, which is equilibrium, has changed into Mahat. In Mahat also you see Sattva Guna will be there. Buddhi, we can also say Buddhi. This Ahamkar is I-ness, amness, right? Then from there all these things are getting created. So in Yoga Sutra what we are trying to do is, Patanjali is not created a Yoga Sutra for net exam, right? It is for us to know. Where are we? We are here. I know the Karmendriya, I know the Jnanendriya. Correct? I know the Manas. We are living in this world. We are looking with this, we are looking at the Mahabhuta, objects. We are all addicted to the objects. Correct? We are all addicted to the objects. But objects were created for our happiness. So when we live like this, we don't see our Ahamkar, we don't see our Buddhi, we don't see the true nature. Actually, I am this Purusha. I am this Purusha, please understand. I am not something else. We are this. How will I know? For example, consider this Mahat Ahamkar all as one part. Our scientifically, the doctors say mind. But no, No, there is nothing called mind. What do they call as mind? Because for mind, they want us to show it, right? Mind means they have EEG machine, so they say thoughts are arising. But in yoga, we say mind means this manas, ahamkar, mahat, all together. When the manas is going towards this side, correct? This side, Patanjali is not talking about it. It's your life, you go, you live in your own way. He doesn't bother. He says chitta, the word chitta. Chitta means the manas, ahamkar, mahat, all these three together. He says, in the chitta, the impressions are happening. Actually, the manas is where, right? The manas is where the impressions are happening. The ahamkar is the one which says, mine, I am this. Just an example for you. This whiteboard is there and this blue color letters are there. If everything is white, can we see it? So the value of the letter is because of contrast. This is white color, this is blue color. Together only exist. This word exists because together. If the whiteboard is not there, if this board is blue color and this is also blue, we cannot see it. But somehow, in the evolution process, the moment we get the Buddhi, the Mahat, we get the I-ness. I am this letter, I am this letter. I don't give value to this whiteboard, which is the Buddhi, which is the Prakrti, from where we were created. So the identification with letters is the reason for us to further creation. This Buddha is fully made up of tamas, predominant is tamas. We are supposed to have sattva guna. Sattva guna is Mahat. So I am just clarifying it, because what is the word chitta? I can talk about yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha is the second sutra. But we should know what is chitta, right? So the chitta is nothing but these portions, manas, ahamkar, mahat, all together, and going away from the Indriyas, pratyahara, going inward journey. So we are not, in Yoga Sutra, we are not going to talk about something else. We are not going to talk about something else. We are going to talk about ourselves. Where is manas? Inside. Where is ahamkar? I have my own. Where is the buddhi? I have it. When these things, right, are not towards the objects, are towards the one who has created, who is because of him, I am able to talk today. Because of him, you are able to hear. If we have such an understanding, that is called, in this place, that becomes chittas, pratyaya, sattva. The same three, together called as chitta, will become pratyaya when it is very fine-tuned. When it becomes sattva, pure sattva, the Purusha will reflect. Then we will become Purusha. So this is the basic understanding we have to have. So otherwise, Yoga Sutra means something else. No, it is not something else. It is about ourselves. I am here. My eyes are looking outwards. I am addicted to my five senses. So I am going towards the object, Bhutas. So this is how my life is there. I want to go inward journey. With this understanding, we will, if we go through the Yoga Sutra, we will be able to get to know many things easily. Because some sutra will talk about Visesha, Avisesha, Linga Matra, Alingani, Guna Parvani. What is Guna? Here I have mentioned. What is Alinga? I have mentioned. What is Linga? I have mentioned. Easy for you to grasp it. What is Chitta? These three together. Inward journey is Chitta. Patanjali is not talking about going outwards, which is scientists are doing, right? Aeroplane, all those things. We don't say no to that. We say, why don't you go inward and feel yourself as the universal God? You are the God. You are the divine. Aham Brahmasmi. Tattvamasi. Right? All the Vedas talks about that you are that. But where are we understanding? Where is our understanding? So I want every one of you to understand this concept so that my Yoga Sutra explanations will help you to feel, grasp what I say easily, because suddenly I talk about Samprajñāta Samadhi, Asamprajñāta Samadhi, you will get bored. Please understand, Samadhi means going towards this place, right? So, in summary, this particular video is to say that what Yoga Sutra is trying to talk about. It is going to say you have to go towards the inner journey. For that inner journey in the Samadhi Pada, he will say, right? He will say in the inner journey, in the inward journey, you need Abhyasa, Vairagya, like that. Then he will say you need Shraddha. Then he will say you have to devote yourself to the Ishvara Pranidhanatva, which is the only difference between the Sankhya and Yoga. In Sankhya, they have only the Purusha and Prakrti, but in Yoga Sutra, he talks about Ishvara. Then he will talk about, then he will say how to go inward journey, Samadhi, what are the types of Samadhi. Then the second Pada is Sadhana Pada. By doing all these things, you may get a lot of siddhis. Then in the last Pada, he will talk about certain explanations, justifications, right? He will talk about certain justifications, why, what is, one by one he will say. For our creation of this world, right? Is there a specific God is required?